This coronavirus is it's changing the city, man. You notice? I saw a guy in Washington Square Park in a trench coat, and he was like, "Yo, I got Purell, I got zinc. Give you a face mask." It's like, didn't he used to sell coke? He's like, "Yeah, shit's changed around here." You know?
Coronavirus is in New York. Have you stocked up on your supplies?
I'm gonna just keep going out.
What kind of fucking lunatic are you?
I'm just saying, if
2 weeks of supplies, bro.
Nah.
1 gallon of water per person per day for 14 days.
Okay.
Pound of food per person per day.
Okay.
For 14 days.
Really?
When people are dying in the streets, a gallon of water will be $42 a fucking gallon. You better get it right now while it's $3. It's me, my girl, our son. He's 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 gallons of water per day times 14 days. I don't know the math, but I know I can't carry that much water from the grocery store to my home. It's 3 times 14. Whatever 3 times 14 is, 2 into 1. Is that 32 gallons? That doesn't feel right.
It is crazy that I can't do it quickly.
14 times 3 is a tough one.
3 times 14.
14 is 28.
Yeah, but then you add that other
And I watch
38.
football.
42. It's 42.
42 gallons of water.
Yeah.
That's too much water. And this is where the health officials start getting lost. You need 6 days worth of water. Save your urine in the tub or the toilet. Don't flush the toilet. And for the next 6 days, drink your urine from the first 6 days of water. That's 12 days of fluids. All you need is 2 more days where you just don't drink.
I'm insulted.
You can live without water for 3 days.
I hate that you've ever called me a lunatic, because this thing that you're talking about right now is insanity.
The craziest thing
You're
you
going to
can
drink
do.
your pee early.
If you're in a disaster situation where you cannot leave your home, it is imperative that you save your urine.
So you're telling me...
Why the fuck would you flush your urine?
You're telling me that in the first week of the 2 weeks, you're going to start drinking pee.
I didn't drink it. I said I was going to save it. I put it in the bottles that the water used to be in.
This is the talk of someone that gets the thing.
This is the talk of someone that is prepared in case the shit goes south.
I know you think you're prepared, but right now, it's all just pee talk.
I can tell you ain't never been through no shit.
Why are we shaking hands? Isn't that weird? Why are we still shaking hands like it's 1852? Like, you say hi and you shake hands. I already acknowledged that I saw you, you know? Why do we also have to shake hands? Like, if they don't fix coronavirus, like if we just live with it forever and then that's it, shaking hands will go away. Like the CDC already said, like, hey, you don't need to shake everybody's hand. I mean, like, it'll go away. And when it goes away, for our grandkids, like generations and generations past now, when our grandkids shake hands, that's gonna be like third base. You're gonna have people after dates like, girl, how was it? Like, girl, it was good. It was alright, and then like, girl, it was towards the end of the day, we ate, and we had a little wine and everything, and then like, we just shook hands in front of everybody. It was crazy, in public. It just felt right that her friend would be like, girl, please tell me you wore a glove. No glove. No glove. I didn't need a glove. It felt right, boo. It felt like the one, you know what I'm saying? Just shake, because I don't even know what happened. Just all of a sudden my hand was in his hand. And he's like, girl, no glove, you nasty. I know I'm nasty, though. Just no glove hands. You know what I mean?
I don't eat nothing with a C these days. Corona. Why would they call it Corona?
Wait, it's not, listen, it's not Coronas like the alcohol. It's coronavirus.
How do you know it's spelled the same way?
So there's a lot of things spelled the same way. That don't mean it's the same thing.
Oh, you know what? Because they came out with a new HPV cream called Chloe.
You know what? I can't stand you. You said you don't eat nothing with a C. That means you don't eat cock no more?
No, it's called penis this month.
Oh, now you change it for...
Yeah.
With the coronavirus, I want us to stop kissing. Anybody else on board? We gotta stop kissing people in the mouth. It's disgusting. It is absolutely. Why do we kiss each other in the mouth? It's gross. I was having sex with this guy. He started kissing me. I was like, man, this is too much. This is like, I know your penis is tiny to me, but this is like, we're not there yet. Like, why are you kissing me in the mouth? This is disgusting. You guys think you kiss in the mouth all the time? It's gross. Think about about it. You're just swapping saliva for no reason. You ever kiss somebody and they just too juicy in the mouth and you gotta go. It's like you took a motherfucking swig of that purple wine at church. Like, ooh, that's enough. A thimble of saliva in my mouth. Let me wash it around. Absolutely disgusting. I'm single if you didn't realize that.
Are you guys germaphobes lately? Like, you know those long door handles? I don't touch the middle anymore. I touch way up top. But now every time I walk into a restaurant, it looks like I'm a stripper who's starting her dance.
You know what's crazy about the coronavirus? I read that, like, the Corona beer sales are way down because of the coronavirus, just because the names are similar, which I think is weird. I remember when OJ killed his wife, we didn't stop drinking orange juice.
Now, with the coronavirus coming out.
What is it called?
Whatever it is.
No, what is it called? What are you trying to say?
How worried, like, do you have?
No, dummy, it affects old people like you first. It's the people that are in the winter of their lives.
I'm 44.
You are 44. I'll bathe my unborn baby in the coronavirus.
There's no way you're 44.
I'm 44.
You're not 44, but you put an S on everything. You called it coronavirus. The older black men get, the more S's they add on words.
I love visiting my white friends because they always got new pets. They always got new pets they think are normal. Because, like, we all read fairy tales and stuff. We were little. We all watched the Jungle Book. I don't know what was happening. I was raised by black people, so I have no idea what was happening in white households. But I feel like there were extra chapters in those books because white people really out here thinking every animal is their friend. Like, that's... Dude, white communion with nature is, like, almost upsetting. It's like... And I went over to my buddy's house, and something hit me in my face, like, real hard. And I thought it was a garbage bag, right? And I was like, it's not even air conditioning here for a garbage bag to be floating around. So I was like, and it was loud, too. Like, it hit me, like, and then I turned around, I was like, what was that? He's like, oh, I forgot to tell you, I got a bat. You got a what? He's like, no, I got a bat. I'm like, where? What? What the fuck? You live in a studio, you have a bat. Where's it even sleep? And he's like, Josh, it sleeps in the closet. He answered me like I was being unreasonable. He's like, Josh, it sleeps in the closet. That's insane. It really is. I got another buddy. He got his dog. This is the oldest dog I've ever seen in my life. This dog, 22. It's so old. You know how when dogs get old enough, their bark change? This dog bark like, bark. It's half scream, half bark. The dog is so old, it got human problems. So he take the dog to the vet and be like, oh yeah, his psoriasis acting up. God damn. What the fuck does that happen? And then the vet like, yeah, he's got a little bit of dementia. I'm like, dementia? This dog gonna be meowing in 3 days. That's crazy as hell. That dog went, bark, bark, meow. And it's crazy too because because his back legs, he didn't even have an accident. His back legs just done being legs. Like his back legs are like, bro, we 22. Like we are 6,000 in dog years. It's done. And so then they got him the wheelchair for dogs. You know what I mean? The wheelchair. But then, he don't really know how to use it, so he adjusts it. But now he can finally like really run again because it's wheel powered now. And so now he be running, but then can't fully control where he going. So then he'll be turning, and the shit look like Tokyo Drift. It's the dopest shit I've ever seen, because the dog will get excited and start running, and they're like, no, that's fair. It's just crazy, because like, when you, like, okay, this is where you won't like me anymore. At least with dogs, there's like that could be your best friend, but you can see, oh, okay, they don't have a quality of life. It's not good, so I'm gonna go ahead and, take them to the vet and put them down and everything. And nobody wants to do that. It's a horrible thing. Like, I've had to do it for a pup before, and it's very sad. But it is like, I think it should go the other way. Because every man in here got a boy where you like, he don't have no quality of life. Steve life in shambles, all right? Sheila left him, she not coming back. She happier now that she don't have him. So I think I gotta put my boy down. You take Steve to Disneyland and he just having a great day, you like, all right. I know. Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, Phil Stamp comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So I'm in Sacramento right now, and I went out with some comics after the show, and one of the comics had, I believe, was his girlfriend with him, and we went to a barcade, right? And barcade closes. We leave the barcade, and almost immediately, this was such an awkward set of events. So basically, I'm talking to another comic, and the other comic and his girlfriend are standing behind me, and it's just a big group of us, right? And so then this guy, I hear some, like, not yelling, angry yelling, but some yelling behind me, and then as the guy's past me now, the comic that I was with, who's standing next to his girlfriend, like, you're good, just go, you're good, whatever, right? And then the other guy kind of keeps talking and then walks fully into a pole and then bounces from walking into the pole into a bush, right? And
okay,
and the
real
other
pinball situation.
Yeah, the other guy's like, hey, you're good, just keep going, right? And so then I ask him, because I was almost about to say something of like, yeah, it happens, man. Like, it's all right, whatever.
Right.
And then I turn around and everyone's trying not to laugh. I'm like, what happened just now? And they tell me that guy was trying to catcall his girlfriend. Okay.
Okay.
But he clearly didn't want to do it when he was too close, because he passed them. So he didn't start catcalling, I guess, until he was running distance away, because it's very clear they're together, right?
Right, yeah.
And so then he's so busy catcalling that the guy is like, hey, you're good, just keep walking. Like, he was like just trying to get rid of him, right?
Right.
But then he's like still so focused on catcalling while his head is fully turned that he walks into the pole and then bounces from the pole into the bush. And so I'm glad I said nothing, because in my head, I thought he was trying to make that dude feel better about walking into a bush. And so then that's why I was almost like, hey, yo, it happens to me too. Like, it's all good, man. Don't be embarrassed. It's okay. But what was really happening...
I was in a bush earlier. Don't worry about it. You're doing great.
What was really happening is that he was getting shot down by the girlfriend. The other guy was, like, not getting upset, but he was just like, hey, you should probably just keep walking.
Yeah.
And then he walks into a pole and then into a bush. And for me, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe I'm just one of those people that, like, genuinely assumes everyone moves to the world like I do. And so then I just saw a guy. I forgot he was connected to the yelling that I heard before. I just saw a guy walk into a pole pretty hard. And then walk into a bush as he tried to recover.
Right.
And
So for a second, my heart went out for him, and then I was like, "Oh, you could have avoided this entire thing."
Right.
Because I almost thought they knew each other. Because it was like, "Hey, you good? Yeah, you good?" Like, because he's being cheery about it. So it's
Right,
he's not like, "Hey, you good? Keep moving." He was just like, you good?
Yeah. I mean, but this ties again into what we were talking about last week, with how these situations just find you.
Well, also
and right
just
there, even
be in a group. Be in a group and the situation will find you.
Be in a group in that, but also, like you said, maybe that's part of it too. Is your perception of it is always a little different, because right away you were just like, oh, another silly cartoon man in a bush.
Yeah, no, it's also one of those things where I'm starting to like when we were out and that happened, I'm starting to see how situations pop off, because the comic was like, one of the reasons I was just trying to get rid of him as soon as possible is that in this area, you never know who has a gun, you know?
Yeah, sure.
And I was like,
and by this area, you mean America.
Sure.
that goes for any space anywhere.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It did get me thinking. Almost immediately, it got me thinking about how like if you were embarrassed, if I walked into a bush and I had a gun, I think that just to a gun is such a social reset that I think that if I walked into a pole and then a bush, I think I would just fire off the gun, because then everybody's forgetting that I walked into a pole and then a bush. You know what I mean? It's almost a gun is almost, except the opposite of that Men in Black stick that makes people forget, because once you pull the gun out, no one remembers anything before the gun. It's just true adrenaline, you know? So if you had your fly down and somebody was like, "Oh, hey, your fly is down," and you were super embarrassed, you really just need to pull a gun out, and then no one's thinking about your fly anymore.
This would just be a good place for maybe a quick legal disclaimer of this is a satirical podcast. You should never pull out a gun to solve any situation ever. Josh Johnson or other employees of the Josh Johnson Show do not believe you should pull out a gun.
But if you had a gun, if you had a gun and then somebody was like, "There's spidge between your teeth," and you were just like, "Oh God." Fire one into the ceiling.
I mean, a gun is a social reset. Is like a, I don't know, like a Nirvana lyric or something. That sounds like such an angsty song title.
Yeah, a gun is a social reset.
Yeah, that's one way of thinking about it.
I just mean, if that dude had genuinely had a gun and then pulled it out, the bush is the furthest thing from my mind now.
I don't know. I'd have a hard time not remembering that, because honestly, my first thought might just be like, "Oh, he'd fallen in the bushes, was embarrassing, so he wanted to shoot his way out of that scenario."
I think it would be that, because that's the conversation we're having right now. I think that if you were standing with us, especially to say that we didn't all know what happened until later when we discussed it, I think that you would just be like, "That guy had a gun."
Okay, but the bush is still going to be my mind, because if anything, it's going to be a man jumped out of a bush with a gun.
Yeah, which is still
no, it's still going to be not the original story, but
it's still
but the bush
better for him too, because now he's jumped out of a bush with a gun instead of he walked into a bush, took a 10-second pause.
Right.
You could see him contemplating his life, and then he pulled out the gun.
Fair. Yeah, a frazzled man fell out of a bush, and he was armed.
Yeah. So it had to make you wonder, where was he coming from? Had he just fought off the bush people? Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, is he a hero?
Why didn't he fire on them? Why is he firing at the air?
Yeah, is that bush some sort of, is it like a Lion Witch wardrobe situation? That bush leads to a different kingdom that needed to learn a lesson?
Yeah, it just needed to be taught, needed to be checked.
Needed to be taught something.
Yeah.
Yeah. they'd appreciate what they had in life.
Like if someone came out of a bush with a gun, I don't even think you'll remember they came out of a bush. You'll just be like, someone is firing.
No, I disagreed. If they come out of the bush, like I'm gonna be like, even if I'm running away, I'm gonna be like, that man from the bush has a gun. Like the bush is gonna be on my mind.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not gonna immediately know or think about how he got to the bush. The bush, because to me, then it's not just a dangerous man with a gun. That's a dangerous man with a gun who's also maybe magic. You know what I mean? He's some sort of angry forest sprite.
Yeah, I mean,
who has had enough.
Because I didn't even hear the cat calling, but from their perspective, the whole thing was probably so much funnier than what I saw. Because by the time I saw him, he was about to walk. Like I was about to warn him about the pole, because his head was fully turned.
Right.
And so then he walks in, and the way I didn't know that there was a worse way to walk into a pole than head on. If you walk into a pole when you just off of this one person, so I guess I don't have much data to go on, but if you walk into a pole while your head is completely turned, you definitely almost bite your tongue.
Definitely bite your tongue. Extra disorienting because you're not sure what's hitting you.
Yeah, he probably thought it was a guy.
Probably.
Yeah.
And it's skinny too, so even if you put your arms up to like push off of it, you're gonna miss.
And the worst
so it's
part
not like you walked into a wall.
Is that if he had gone the other direction, he wouldn't have hit any bush at all. But he tried to like recover too quick. This person's also probably clearly drunk. Tried to recover too quickly, and then in his attempt to sort of like spin out of it and still look cool, he went into a bush.
Right. Yeah. And then he tried to spin out of that and make it look cool. And then he fell into something else. He tried to roll off of that. Cool.
Yeah.
Fell into a manhole.
Yeah. All the while screaming, "It's all good, shorty.
It's all good." How are the shows so far in Sacramento? I know you got a couple more.
Yeah,
tonight.
they're good. Yeah, so we have 2 more, and yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been a good time.
Too bad. Too sorry I'm not there.
Oh, it's okay. There's gonna be other shows.
Yeah, no, I know. But we're right now. Now that I'm home and not in Sacramento with you, I'm helping Jess watch her infant nephew for a couple days, and
I was so sure you were about to say a TV show.
No.
Like I'm helping Jess watch Game of Thrones.
Well, there's too many names to keep track of, and all this lore and stuff, and so I keep charts for her. I let her know.
Yeah. You have the map from the beginning of the books.
Yep. Yeah, I have all that up there. We put pins in it for each new place.
Okay.
We see in Westeros, and it's going well. She's having a hard time, keeping the Starks separate, but that's fine. She'll get there.
Yeah.
I got flashcards for her. We're gonna work on that tonight.
I've started Game of Thrones now, and I am at season 5, episode 3.
Oh, did you never watch it before?
No, I never watched it before.
Oh, I thought you watched it when it was on.
No. I'm glad that I didn't, because my friend who loves it, read the books, loves it, right?
Right.
He is like, once you get to season 6, just stop.
Yeah, that's true. You're getting
like,
the
really?
warning.
And he was like, yeah, anything past season 6 just ruins everything because it's so hard to follow. It technically doesn't make sense, and because in your head that this is a studio thing, not a story thing.
Yeah.
Because HBO rushed it. Like, that's the other thing about letting stuff like that go public is like they apparently they went to the author of the books and just in a general meeting about more seasons and renewals and all that stuff, asked him how many more seasons there were in the story, like if it were to play out the way it had been playing out. And apparently he said 3, and I guess that was too much because they want Star Wars. And so,
but that's not HBO. That was the creators.
The creators. Sorry.
Weiss and Benioff, because HBO wanted to keep going, and Martin wanted to keep going. They all wanted to do 10 seasons.
That's right. My bad. It's
But
not
but
HBO's
Weiss and
fault.
Benioff wanted to leave to do Star Wars, which they ultimately lost. Also, probably because they fucked up the
ruined
landing
it.
to Game of Thrones so bad.
Yeah. So basically, I'm excited
getting the
to
warning.
almost be done. Not because I don't love it. I'm really enjoying it, but because this is
The
a
love
rare
gets hurt.
thing. This is the rare thing where you either start a show so late that the world is so far removed that there's like I've encountered no spoilers. I mean, to be fair, I've been binging it, so I've torn through like a third of a season in a day, sort of thing. But also, the cool thing is that someone is giving me a warning that I definitely need to enjoy the overall thing more than some people who love it. That's what's so crazy. It's like, he loves it more than I do. Yeah, so you love it. Like, people
Dude,
love it way more.
And here's the thing, and I fucking agree. Yeah, stop when you get to that point, because it ruins your love of the show.
Wow.
Like, it was like my favorite show, and that last season fucked it up so hard for me. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, I hardly it like killed it in the social consciousness for a little while. We didn't no one wanted to talk about Game of Thrones for a few years.
You know what's also funny about that, but what's almost good about that in a sense is that that's why I'm not encountering any spoilers, because everything. What's crazy? So I remember
we were all so mad we stopped talking about it.
Yeah, I remember being on tour early on when it was ending, right?
Yeah.
And so early on in the tour with Trevor, it was ending, and Trevor was waiting to watch the whole season. So he was hearing how people were getting mad, but he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna on a weekend where I'm off, binge the whole season, whatever." And everyone that I encountered, even when we would talk about it later, was so angry that there were no spoilers. Like, it was probably the angriest I've seen a lot of my chill friends that I never actually see upset. They were so mad that they actually couldn't spoil it because there was nothing coming out of their mouth but curse words. It wasn't even plot points. It wasn't even like people, because you know how I haven't watched the Harry Potter movies, and I've read I read up to the 5th book, and I think I'd just have to start again if I was going to get into it.
Right.
Because Sally's read them all, and I think she's watched all the movies. But just I don't know, something with life, just after the 5th book, I just genuinely did not have time, and then years passed. But at least when people didn't like something in the movie, they talked about it.
Right.
People hated the ending of Game of Thrones so much that it was actually it was like everyone finding out they had a secret child with the worst person they'd ever met. You're not even getting the full story. You're literally just getting and how could they? Oh, no one was finishing sentences.
Well, because a big part of it wasn't even just about how it ended. It's that it was a different show in the last season. They completely, all the patience was gone. All of the how they used to really slowly build up. When you sprint a story like that, it's stupid. What made that show good was that they took the time to really build the lore, really dig into the characters, and build out that world. And in the last season, they're like, fuck, we got to end this. And when you sprint through it, then it just becomes a silly little dragon story. It didn't feel the same. And I want to get out ahead of this now. I'm not going to read any emails about Game of Thrones. Just telling you that right now. I don't want a bunch of emails either agreeing with us or trying to defend Game of Thrones. Not reading them. Just letting you know that now. All right. Just getting ahead of that. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it would be funny to become a full Game of Thrones podcast. What a left turn that would be.
That would be
to be
that I would be on board for it if we just turned to a Game of Thrones rewatch podcast.
It'd be so crazy because it's we're years in now.
We're years into this.
It's and we've never talked about a show for more than 8 minutes. And so
there's enough episodes of Game of Thrones to fill an entire year of episodes too.
Yeah.
We could just do a whole year of just Game of Thrones.
Yeah, just a companion podcast to watch as you rewatch. That would be so insane. What a way to potentially tank the entire show is just like.
And we won't commit fully to it either, because we will stop at the 6th season too. So we won't even do the full watch.
It's like doing the first 3 episodes of Firefly as a podcast. It's just like, what? Then why are you even talking about it? You know, we just really love that first little bit.
Yeah. After that, I kind of stopped paying attention, but those first ones I like.
Yeah. We just do like a Kim Possible podcast. Just shows people have truly forgotten.
Yeah. We're gonna watch Perfect Strangers.
Hey,
they did like 7 years of that show.
Like, I'm looking up now. Let's see.
What show we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's a good? We'll just do. We'll become a Mr. Bean rewatch podcast, because that's mostly all sight gags too. So it's gonna be hard to talk about.
We just become a Bates Motel podcast.
Bates Motel. That's a good pick, actually. Yeah, because that was a show that was kind of popular in its first season, and then everyone just kind of forgot about it. And I think it ended now, right? It has to have.
I think it actually got way more seasons to say that to say that it's over. It got way more seasons than years people were talking about it.
How many seasons did it get?
I think it got 3.
3? I was thinking even 4, maybe.
Let me see.
But yeah, I remember like everyone talked about that first season, then everyone's like, all right, neat. Something else came out.
5 seasons. Jeez.
Damn. Well, all right.
Good on them.
Get ready for our Bates Motel. Well, it's not even rewatch. I never watched it to begin with.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. It's good to know what we're doing for the next year. And a half. Probably 3 years. 5 seasons.
5 seasons depends how many they did a year, but I mean, yeah. If you go at least 10 episodes a season for cable usually, so you're looking at least probably 50 episodes or more. So that's at least a year, at least a solid year of Bates Motel.
It would be what would be amazing is to do like a companion to a show that doesn't exist, like just like following a show.
Yeah.
And like,
I've pitched that idea to someone before, and I think they said that they knew of somebody who was doing something like that. But,
I see.
But I like the idea of that too, of just throwing in twists every now and then, new characters. But you have to keep the canon consistent too.
Yeah.
You have to actually build the show.
One of the other things that happened when we were out last night. So I told you we went to that barcade. As we were waiting to get in the barcade, because there's just something about being in LA where there's more, not LA, but in California where there's more lines to get into places. I feel like maybe it's because in Brooklyn, unless the place is like super poppin', or unless everyone there going is like college age, no one really waits in line that much. Like even when I'm in the city and I'm walking past bars and clubs, the lines are very short. And so we saw a couple lines to get into bars and stuff, and we walk up to the coin op, and there's a very short line. It's not a big deal. But
the coin op, what did you say?
Coin op is the barcade's name.
Oh, okay.
And
we hadn't said that yet, so I didn't know if that was just a term I didn't know.
No. And so basically, as we're in line, this guy passes by and is yelling at the top of his lungs. He's like, "Hey man, fuck coin op. All right." Sick of y'all, man. Like just yelling, just indiscriminate yelling, but also walking, like not stopping, not talking to the staff or anything.
Ran into a pole and
pulled
out a gun.
I would love if there's a true backstory there. Like it seemed like something that a drunk guy was just doing for attention, but if coin op actually wronged him, and he only has a gripe with the overall establishment, nobody in it. That's one of the funniest things in the world to me. It's like when someone is like, "Man, I hate Taco Bell," but they don't even mean like they didn't even have an interaction there. They didn't have an
they didn't have a
event.
thing there.
They just
Right.
they just hate the idea that Taco Bell exists. And that's what it seemed like was going on with this coin op. Because then even the guys checking IDs were like, yeah. Like they had a weird, I don't know if they knew him or if they were just like having a particularly exhausting day. But he yells and they're like, yeah. To no one. It's not like they're talking to us and we're talking about it and they're like, yeah. Like,
yeah, so either that way that guy does that every night, or yeah, maybe there's something fishy about coin op, and they're even like, yeah, you're right.
yeah, because
Hey,
this guy
work, man.
This guy seems like the Don Quixote of coin op. Like he's just like out here trying to joust that windmill, thinking it's a monster.
Because you remember that scene, Don Quixote, where he was riding around just going, man, fuck windmills.
Yeah.
Not doing anything else about it.
Hey, everybody knows. Everybody remembers. Everybody's read the old Don Quixote. Everybody's listened to the opera.
Fuck windmills. They're stupid. What do they even do?
What do they even do? What do they even help with? You
And
know?
then someone starts explaining to him what they do, and he's just like, man, just rides away.
Man, I don't really like magic, so y'all
Want
keep
nothing to
that.
do with it. Fuck your windmills. I also like how I mentioned that we're currently watching a baby, and you had zero follow-up thoughts for that.
Oh, it's just the way that you said baby. You took so long to say baby that I was like, this is a show. This is TV. And so how has it been watching this is her infant nephew?
Yeah, he's a toddler. He's a little under 2.
Okay.
I mean, I'm exhausted, and I'll be honest, I've hardly done anything, but just
like keeping you up, or what's
no, not even just having a child around just gives you a level of anxiety where it's your responsibility to keep it alive.
Okay. I mean, I believe you. I believe you.
What's weird about that?
There's nothing weird about that. I guess I just mean like, are you still stressed out if the baby's like sleeping?
No, because I was asleep also, but
okay.
No, but it's just like even today too. It's like Jess is with him, and she's like, "Oh, go do your work you gotta do," and I'm downstairs working. But that also means I'm actually she's gonna stop me every 10 minutes to come watch him while she does something else.
Oh,
which is okay.
I see.
I'm happy to help, but it's just like it's a constant.
It's on your
little
mind.
wrench in your day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just even when I'm trying to get to work on something, I still have to like, she'll still be like, "Honey," and I'm like, "Okay," and like I don't blame her for that. If she needs help with something, I'm happy to help. But it is like, even that you just can't actually have the time to go do the stuff you're normally doing. He's mostly chill, but like even just watching it for a little bit today, like one of the YouTube shows that calms him down. Just watching it, just like staring angrily at this cheery woman singing songs for children. I'm like, I know it's a me problem. I know I'm the problem here. That's not what this lady's doing.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
I feel myself being the monster. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe
you did remind me of something though. This is like,
go for it.
Just because because you said like angrily at this cheery woman, when I was I had to be like early teens, maybe I was like 12, 13, whatever, went to the fair, and this is like what we talked about before on the show. It's like that parking lot type fair thing, right?
Yeah, carnival.
Yeah, like circusy,
Yeah, carnival, a street fest.
Yeah,
maybe people would call it.
Yeah. And so we go, and as we're hanging out there, maybe I went with Jacob. I'm trying to remember who I was with and everything, but there was someone who was like, I guess selling pies, like just like true, all American. Here's a pie that I just made, and I'm selling it at the fair, or like
you saying that with a question mark. Almost makes it more seem like you don't know what pies are.
No, I know what a pie is. I'm just saying that it felt
pies,
weird.
I think, I don't know.
It felt, because I don't know if there was a pie contest, so it felt weird to let this random person do this, because this is a place where everything is like paid for, and it looks like it's part of the traveling thing. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
So the
Yeah.
funnel cake area wasn't just like a lady who loves to make funnel cakes and then she brought
Right.
some from home. And so it felt a bit odd. It felt like a county fair thing was happening at a carnival.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I get you. Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, it's a little bit of both. Like, it is a fair, so like, I guess good on them. Anyway, this lady is like she is so happy about her pies, and she's like barking for people to come, like taste a sample or get one of her pies or whatever, which already is not, to me, it's something. She's at like the heart area of the fair, and to me she should be near the parking lot, because like, who's gonna buy a pie and then walk around with it and do rides with it? Do you know what I mean?
Especially like a full pie.
Like
yeah.
full pie. And so in my head I'm like, hey, you're in, like, even as a young kid I was like, you should be where the cars are, where people are heading out, because then
Yeah.
they I mean, maybe
Pie is driving food.
yeah, maybe she straight up just had done that before and realized, oh, people are full when they're leaving, so like, let me be at the heart of the
sure.
party, whatever. Because you definitely can't try to get in at the front, because now nobody wants a pie now. Like, I haven't been on any rides. I don't have a fork. Like, this is.
Here's the thing. I appreciate the thought you're putting into it, but I think what you're touching on is that there's not a lot of ideal scenarios to just sell whole pies.
No.
Like out in the world, not in a store.
Yeah. And
there's too many variables.
There's too many variables. It's just too messy,
It's too messy. It's a cumbersome treat.
And so and so she's like barking for people to, get the pies. And I think where she was near the hammer, where like the test your strength hammer.
Yeah.
Okay. So she was over there. So a lot of people were already gonna try, and maybe she planned that. Maybe she wanted to be where an attraction was that was gonna get a lot of foot traffic. But she's clearly getting on everybody's nerves, like hardcore, because she doesn't have a lot of slogans. So it's just the same thing, and she's yelling, and it's just the same thing over and over, right?
Yeah.
So even as you're in line to play the sledgehammer thing, you hear this woman like 52 times.
Okay.
It's just it's too repetitive, and what's happening is she's yelling at every person that passes instead of every so often. Because let the sign do the work. A sign is silent yelling.
Yeah, sign is social yelling. A gun is a social reset.
I'm just saying, if you see a billboard, someone might have screamed. They might as well have screamed. For the effect that it has on you.
And in fact, we should do that to create more jobs. Let's get rid of billboards and just put a guy up there.
I mean, it's going to take several guys.
Even better, more jobs.
Yeah.
This is my platform that I'm running on.
And so, basically...
no more billboards, just loud dudes.
Basically, as she's getting on everybody's nerves and everything, this woman that's like from another booth and that she just has some other beef with walks up, and her demeanor totally changes, right? So she goes from like chipper, happy, everything, just like stone face, like ready to swing. It looks like, like I didn't. You ever see someone without knowing them? You see someone and then you see a change in them that's so fast you didn't think they'd be capable of it.
Yeah.
Like anyone who's yelling, like, because that was the other thing she was doing. She was yelling the like types of pies that she had. So she's just like rhubarb, pecan. Like it was just, she had come up with a little rhythm for it, and it would have been cute to hear.
It sounded
once.
like she was going to say pecan twice there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure.
Rhubarb, pecan, rhubarb. It's like she's got two pies there.
Yeah, rhubarb, pecan, rhubarb, chocolate, pecan, rhubarb. But she had this like little rhythm to listing all the pies,
Right.
And so you see someone doing that with like a chipper face, and then when someone else walks up and their face just drops, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she over here, pecan, rhubarb, apple, chocolate, like, and then just nothing, right?
Right.
And then her and the other lady have words that are kind of quiet, like they're not yelling at each other or anything. But then
rhubarb, pecan.
Rhubarb, pecan, rhubarb, apple, cherry, rhubarb, pecan, rhubarb. And then they both just turn into pies. And so it's a pie witch. You know pie witches.
Pie witches.
Yeah, they go out there, and it makes you scared to eat the pie because you're like, is this a pie or is this a person?
Is this a pie witch?
And so then they're, quietly talking everything. And then the lady, this shouldn't make me laugh as much as it makes me laugh. But then the lady who walked over, who is having words with her, is talking to her, maintains eye contact, and slides a pie off the table and then walks away.
Hell yeah. Oh, it'd be a shame if something happened to this rhubarb. Bam.
We've been talking about
for
social
a fee,
resets. Hey, social ransom. Yeah. All right. I would hate for something to happen to this pecan rhubarb chocolate.
Perhaps for a small fee, we'll make sure you get through this carnival and/or festival safely.
Well, I already paid the fee for the booth. No, this is different.
Nah, this is let's just say we're not with the festival.
Look, let's just say I don't want anything to happen to those beautiful pecans, all right?
Yeah. Sure what'll happen, Bruno, and then he does the hammer thing. He's been waiting in line the whole time.
You think he's been waiting in line for the hammer test, and he's just been waiting with this guy?
He's been waiting for the threat. So then this guy's been off to the side waiting for him to get to the front of the line to go do the threat.
Also, pie goes all over them. Like, pie goes all over everybody. But yeah, she just slowly, and the way okay, this is
like a cat.
This is the other disrespect about it. She slid it off so slowly that the other lady could have saved it. Like, she maintained eye contact, but her hand is like, and then she's whispering. She's like,
rhubarb pecan.
It's still on the table when it's here. Like she didn't pick one that was at the edge of the table. She slid a pie from like the middle of the table. She had to take a step.
She had to do a little like traffic jam with the
She had to take a step to slide this pie all the way off the table.
Did the pie lady just not notice that she was pushing it?
I think the pie lady was getting so pissed that she was just like, you ever get so mad that you don't react?
She was just tunnel vision.
Yeah, she was just tunnel vision. Like, and it just, what I'd like to believe they were whispering is just like, I'm going to slide this pie off the table. I'm going to slide it off the table. Oh, you better not do that. Oh,
Don't do that.
I am going to do that because I don't like you and I don't respect
you. Let go of my pie.
And I don't like my pie. And I don't like what you do with your life.
How dare you? My pie's so good.
And
why
now
don't do
it's
it?
Off the table. Now it's off the table.
I didn't want you to do that.
Now there's grass in your pecans. Enjoy.
Finally, another ingredient.
Enjoy your ant pie. Bitch.
It's ironic because I'm the pie ant.
Yeah, but then also she took a second to like clearly was gathering herself, which I did feel a little bit bad about because it's annoying as she was yelling. It was like, well, now this person's just devastated, right?
Right.
And then takes a minute to gather herself and then starts like yelling again with the, pecan, rhubarb, like all the stuff. But
just with tears running down her face.
But the pie is still on the ground. And she just never picked it up because I guess she felt like it would have been too much of a step down to pick up the pie.
Do with that? What are you gonna do with it? Then you gotta find a garbage can or something, or you can't have a fucked up pie sitting on your table.
Yeah.
So, I think the best course of action is to pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah, pecan, rhubarb, grass.
Pecan, rhubarb, ground.
Yeah. Also speaking.
Oh, that one's not for sale.
That one's not for sale, unless you're that bitch Heather. I'll sell it to her for free. It's like, well, it's not really a sale then.
That's a gift, I think, what you just...
Oh, it won't feel like a gift. She wants to put my pie on the ground. She can join my pies on the ground. She can have a little bit of that dirt flavor with some of that pecan.
I mean, if she's the one that put it on the ground, she probably doesn't want it. It sounds like you don't know what to do with this.
No,
You've
she's
never been
gonna
threatened
love
before.
it. All right, she's gonna love the pecan. She's gonna love
now
the
you think
dirt.
she's gonna like it. Interesting.
Yeah, because just burst out into tears.
You ever been in a fight before?
I just wish I knew the backstory. It's just two middle-aged women that were like having words very quietly, but then what an alpha move.
Did you see where the other lady came from? Did she come from a different booth?
No, but I saw her later behind like a squirt gun booth.
Interesting.
Yeah, so she wasn't even selling other foods like
a rival baked good.
Yeah,
that was my first thing was like, ooh, these are rival.
Yeah, it would be
bakers.
great. Pie versus funnel cake would be fire. Yes.
Yeah, that thing. That's what I was hoping for, I guess.
Honestly, if she this is a person who's clearly unhinged though, because as minor of a thing as it is to do, it does feel like I felt like this was a crazy person when I was watching her.
Oh no, it's a wildly aggressive move.
Yeah. And so
passively aggressive move, maybe.
And so what I will say is if she was running the funnel cake station, she would have come over with hot grease. Like this person. Our saving grace is that she was behind the squirt gun thing and those squirt guns can't move.
Yeah. Maybe that used to be the spot for the squirt gun booth.
Oh,
They
they
used to have that prime real estate.
That could be it. The squirt
took
gun
it.
booth used to be near the sledgehammer.
Yeah. So it was great back and forth money of people waiting for the hammer. They'd come over to the squirt gun, vice versa.
And now this pie lady messed the whole thing up.
And no one wants these damn pies walking around a carnival. Unless you're going to have a pie throwing game.
Yeah.
This is games. This is the game, bro.
Yeah.
Make a game out of this pie. And I got a new game for you. It's called ground pie.
I got a new game for you. It's called Do You Have the Balls to Stop Me While I Slide a Whole Pie Off of Your Table? Because also, look, this is the other thing, and I don't know this woman's situation. I really don't. So I can only make fun of it so much because I'm sure there's a logical, maybe she had a van full of pies, but she did not have a lot of pies at that table. So by sliding a pie off the table, you took out like a fifth of her inventory.
really took down
Dude,
part of her.
there weren't that many
really
pies
hurt her
on the
stock.
table. So either she had already sold a bunch or she wasn't selling any, so she didn't bring any.
Yeah.
Because the fair is for the whole weekend.
Yeah, and maybe she doesn't fully understand fairs, and she doesn't think that clowns are a part of it. They think clowns just come to it. And she's like, you know what, clowns love pie.
You know what I
pies and seltzer water. That's what I have.
I didn't even see how much the pies were. I would love if just to cover her costs. Yeah, just to cover her costs, each pie was $200. Like every slice of pie is full $200.
And you said this is by the entrance.
No, this wasn't by the entrance.
No?
This is in the heart of the
In
fair.
the heart of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
this doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I buy a pie and then ride around?
But even the entrance isn't really like there's. I don't know. I'm just not. When would I want a pie? A full pie.
That's what I'm saying. The closer to the exit where the parking lot is seems like the best place.
That's the best, but the best is still not good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm still buying a fucking carnival pie.
Also, we got pie at home. Okay.
We got pie at home. Yeah, I want the pie that a bunch of people have walked by and coughed on. And
yeah, someone's definitely farted on that pie.
That's where I want to get my pie.
Yeah.
In a place full of of old machinery and old games that have been touched by 9,000 people a year.
Yeah.
That's where I want to get my baked goods to take home.
You know what I like sprinkled over my pie? Rust from the Ferris wheel from on high.
Yeah. It's why when you go to a carnival, you want deep fried stuff, because then you at least know nothing survives that. So this food might be nasty, but at least it's clean. You know what I mean? No germs survive that frying process. Tell me I'm wrong.
I feel like that's not quite. I feel like you could still have dirty grease. I feel like
you can still have dirty grease,
but so clean might be a stretch. Definitely burned. These germs are scorched.
Yeah, it's clean nasty. It's the cleanest nasty you're gonna get.
Yeah. Okay, so look, this thing, you may even need to cut this because this may not be funny to anyone but me. But
usually means we're gonna talk about it for a while.
You know, like an ick, like when you get the ick and stuff.
Are you talking about that in like the terms of the terms of your stand-up joke? How you do it?
Yeah. Just like how
okay.
how you get the ick when you like someone, but whatever.
See, 'cause that was something I learned about because of your stand-up bit. I didn't know it was the thing people were talking about.
Yeah. In case you don't know what the ick is, it's when you like someone. In this case, actually love someone, but then they do something that's so it's such a turn off for you that you don't see them the same way, and you get the ick, and you either. I mean, sometimes you still continue on and then fall in love anyway, but almost always you just stop being like attracted. That's why it usually happens on the early end, because once you love someone, it's very hard to get an ick that is, because an ick is also innocuous. It's not like something obviously horrible and huge,
But you're saying when it happens later, you're less likely to like end the relationship, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Because I had an ick recently with Jess, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she said bagel instead of bagel, and it was a real.
Was there something in her mouth?
No, she just straight up said it. Just straight was like bagel, and I was like, that is. And here's the thing: I've heard her say bagel before too.
So this was just a mistake, or does she think that it's pronounced either way?
I don't know. She got real close to when she said milk the other day, and it really sounded like milk with like an E, and I was like, "Hun, what's going on here? Are you okay?"
Yeah. That's wild. It's not like
some of them have come out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you're like, hey, we should go to a speech therapist together, just together to like see if we're still saying everything the same and, feel good about how we pronounce things and stuff.
Yeah. Let's just set it, let's set what the pronunciations are. Let's agree together.
Does your tongue feel like a tool or like it's in the way?
Yeah. You feel, is there a lot of turmoil going on in there? I just want to know. Because we can sort that out. Yeah. I don't know. That's was just a joke. That's not like an ick, but it's you say your mic.
Yeah.
Or did you hit the table?
No, I hit the mic with my hand pretty hard as I was trying to discreetly move.
Well, it wasn't that discreet because you went, ow.
Yeah, I just had to let it out. So
I was trying to be discreet about it, so I looked you in the eye and said, ow.
So I was like when you do a show and like when you do a show and the audience is like just tipsy enough where they're not fully making sense. Even when you ask more questions, it's not getting any better.
Yeah.
So I just asked this random couple what their ick was, right? And I still don't know who did it. It was a man and a woman sitting together. And I had asked the man, but then the woman spoke up. But then it sounded for a second like she was talking about herself. But then it seemed like maybe the guy had done it. Basically, the ick that they both agreed they had was, this is so specific, but one of them came home one night and from a long trip as well. So hadn't been home for a while. And they come home And their partner, because once again they were so like drunkenly trying to explain the thing that I could not gather who did what. I even asked them straight up at one point, and then they busted out laughing instead of answering me. Okay. One of them came home from a long trip, and their significant other was seated on the floor in front of the TV with just an entire like a tin is the only way to put it, like a baking pan tin, deep like right out of the oven foil of pot pie. And they had clearly been eating the pot pie from the tin on the floor and had gotten through quite a bit of it, like had eaten half of it, you know?
But like it's like a full pie, not like a mini one.
No, not like a mini pot pie. We're talking about, it shouldn't even be called a pot pie because it's so big. It's like a pot cake. And so they had so much pot pie on them because clearly they were drunk when they did it. So they drunk, like, I don't know how you stay drunk this long because pot pies, like homemade pot pies, take forever, right?
Yeah, especially if it's that big, you're gonna have to bake it. You're not microwaving that, or they did. That's why it's so messy. Is they broke this thing in half and shoved it in the microwave,
and then clearly ruined the microwave because you can't put that much metal in a microwave.
Nope. Yeah.
And so then they're sitting on the floor with first of all, the spatula is their utensil. So they don't even have a fork or a spoon. They are eating straight from the spatula. They're eating spatula at a time pot pie, right? Mm-hmm. And the pot pie's on the floor. And the thing that kept popping up to me was like the kid in Matilda eating the cake. Because I'm like, you've got a lot of pot pie to get through.
Yeah.
And they're clearly putting in work. Because it's like half gone or whatever. But they've just got so much pot pie juice spilled on their shirt. And it looks insane. It looks like a grown toddler. Like you're watching this infant. Imagine if that infant now was 150 more pounds. Mm-hmm. And like middle-aged. In front of the TV. Had a job and knew how to bake a full pot pie. That must have at least been decent because you've eaten half of it.
Yeah, it's like a kid that never learns to to stop chewing his shirt, and getting it all covered in spit, But now he's 40 and still does that.
I forgot until you said that. I forgot any kid did that.
I'm around too many of them.
That's so funny. And so so they come home and they're just like sitting like almost in pot pie because they've also spilled a ton because it's a slated spatula. So it's like one of the spatulas where like clearly juices are gonna go through. Yeah,
Yeah.
And so there's just like pot pie on the lip. It's like pot pie on their chin. It's all down the shirt. It looks like they jumped in the pot pie.
Right, yeah.
Like they dove it, and so they're just
they did a slip and slide with pot pie.
Yeah, and
Popeye slip and slide.
Apparently,
the game that's sweeping the nation.
They're not even sitting like crisscross. They're sitting with legs open, with the pie as close to the thighs as they could get it. So they're eating over the pie, but it's also like on the floor. And that's why I said the toddler thing because they look like how a toddler would.
And
eat.
This is a couple that's still together.
There's a couple that's still together, but then
we're together at this point.
And and then I'm like, that's a I'm just gonna walk situation. Like keep the house, keep everything in it. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the thing that's
I'm gonna change my name. Here's my phone. I'm smashing it in front of you so you know not to call me.
The thing that's so wild about it is that they were both agreeing, which means whoever did this gave the other person the ick and gave themselves the ick. Because they were both like, oh, this is the most disgusting thing I had ever seen. But one of them did it.
Well, and the fact that they were together when it happened, because honestly, to be that drunk and eating a full pot pie like that sounds like one of them got dumped.
Yeah, no one should be doing this in a happy life.
No, that's not behavior for when you're doing well.
Yeah, that's not
just
like
mentally and emotionally.
Hey, my girl's out of town, so you know what the boys go do.
Yeah,
full
we're gonna
pot pie
party.
weekend. Okay. We go get nasty with it. All right, we getting baked. And when I say baked, I mean pot pie.
Yeah.
Baked every day. Okay.
God, the boys slurp some gravy.
It's gonna be juicy. You gonna be slipping.
Yeah.
Crusty at the top.
Getting them veggies in.
Yeah.
I mean the boys.
Maybe a little bit of stew meat in there just to spice it up. You know.
Yeah. Just like Grandma used to make.
Just
the
like
OG bro.
Just like Grandma used to make, except way too much that Grandma never made. You know, she did a reasonable amount. I'm a ball out.
She made the right amount. She made the right amount. She was a responsible woman, but not me.
But not me. You know what I mean? I got to flex on them. And by flex on them, I mean get so sick that I cannot flex a single muscle, you know?
Yeah. Now give me the spatula with the biggest holes in it.
Give me the spatula that'll let people know, hey, I eat like a baby.
Yeah. These clothes, they don't go in the wash. They go in the fire.
Yeah, not my lucky shirt, okay?
Nuh-uh. These clothes will not be saved because it's about to get so crazy in here.
I'm about to be soaked in pot juice.
Shit.
All right?
We might have to buy a new house.
Yeah.
For how wild it's gonna get this weekend with the pot pies and the boys.
Hey, when I say the boys, I do mean just me.
I mean me by myself. I have trouble making adult friends.
Also,
pie.
Also, we have a carpet, so this living room will be ruined. Okay. There's certain decisions you can't make with carpet that I'm gonna make anyway because I'm nice like that.
See, now I'm gonna go ahead and combine these stories and say that this is how the pie lady who got bullied at the fair reacted. She went home and got drunk and made a pot pie.
And made a pot pie and just spilled most of it on herself.
Just spilled most of it.
Which is also very hot. Like that. Like if you burn yourself, have you ever burned yourself with a pot pie before?
Sure. I mean, I burned myself with many food.
Well, this is my memory. This is why I'm this person is living foul is because when I was little, one of the first things that I used the oven for, because it was a big deal that I was using the oven when I was a little kid, because for so long I was told not to touch it. And then finally they were like, you're old enough that if you want something that gets made in the oven, you can put it in. You just have to follow the instructions. And so I remember, this is so insane. I remember wanting a pot pie. I think I was at my grandma's house. I wanted a pot pie, and this is so dumb. I wanted a pot pie, and they were like, follow the instructions. So I followed the instructions, and they were watching over me as well to make sure I was like doing it right. Preheated the oven, got it to 400. Took out the pie out of the box, undid the film, everything, like, and then put the pie in. I was feeling like a big boy, right? And then the oven.
Gonna clip that audio to use later.
The oven like a big boy didn't have a timer on it, or at least the timer didn't work, so I had to keep time myself. So I was watching the clock because the clock said in 20 minutes the pot pie is going to be ready. It was a little mini one, right? And so I'm just watching, and every so often, I'm even having, like, panic attack is a strong word for it, but I'm even having moments of, like, freaking out because I'll be watching TV and then remember I haven't checked the clock in a while, so I'm like, did I miss it? You know what I mean? Like, because I want the perfect golden brown pot pie to prove that I could use the oven, you know?
Yeah, you got a lot riding on this.
Yeah, and so...
This is an important pot pie.
So then... I see the time. I'm freaking out because it's 20 minutes. I looked just as it was turning 19, and so I remember counting down the seconds on the clock because I thought that's how cooking worked. Like I thought that at 20 minutes it would be perfect. And so then I lower the oven door, and like somehow whether I wasn't told or I just forgot. Somehow information about oven mitts had slipped through the cracks. So it doesn't even occur to me to grab an oven mitt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so...
You didn't know this was a thing that existed.
Yeah. And so
Just reach on in?
I reach in and grab the pot pie, right? Now, the pot pie's tin that it's in is like a foil type aluminum, around it that it cooks in.
Yeah.
And so I reach in, I grab it. The way that I grab it is I grab with my index finger and just the I guess like inside of my thumb around the foil part, but then I end up putting my thumb in the pie when I'm grabbing it to pull it out.
Oh.
And so I put my thumb in the pie. I'm burning, like I think my thumb is gonna burn off because I didn't realize that it would be this hot. I didn't like finish in my head what cooking, like how to get something out of the oven. And so it's to the point where my finger's already in, and so even in pain, I pull the pot pie out of the oven.
Yeah.
Like I just rip it out real quick, right? This all happens so fast. It's not like I have a blister or anything. Like my thumb is clearly burned and hurt. And I want to cry because I'm little, but I also don't want to give away that I've made such like an insane mistake. Like as soon as my thumb is in the pie, I realize I've done something horribly wrong.
You know this is going to affect your final score.
It's going to affect my ability to use the oven, which is also going to affect the snacks that I get. Because sometimes I want something and my grandma didn't feel like making it or didn't feel, so if I can do something myself, I can have it whenever I want.
This is a big moment in your life. You're leveling up as a big boy.
And so my thumb goes in the piping hot pie, right? That's how I know it's
Jack
done.
Hornered yourself.
Is because steam is shooting between my thumb and the pie. And so I rip the pie out. I like set the pie down on the oven door that's all the way down. I then realized this is what oven mitts are for. And so I grab the oven mitts and then, grab the pie, put it on the counter and everything. Am nursing my thumb. And this is so devastating. I'm eating the pie later, like I let it cool for a sec because I'm like really hurt. I'm like sitting there like, ooh, and I'm trying to hide it as well because I just don't want anybody to know how badly I messed up,
Yeah.
And so I'm like really like nursing, but like I'm trying to not let my thumb touch anything while not showing it's hurt. And so then it's time to eat the pie, but I burn the thumb that I eat with normally. So I eat a lot with my left hand. And so I burn my left thumb.
The thumb that you eat with, though, makes it sound like you just dip your thumb into things.
Oh, yeah. That's how
just stab food with my thumb and then into my mouth.
Yeah, instead of counting calories, I just eat a thumbful at a time. And then, 100 thumbs and you're full.
I eat 100 thumbs a day.
And so then I can't now grab the fork because this thumb hurts so bad that I can't like grab the fork and eat the pot pie. And so I use my right hand, which I'm like a left-handed person. And so I am completely missing my mouth. You think eating was an ambidextrous thing? And is for me, it's just clearly not. So I am missing my mouth and burning my lip with hot pot pie because because I'm just using the wrong hand. Like in a weird way, I don't even know how to hold the fork.
No, I know, and the problem is too is it's high stakes. You got high stakes to suddenly be ambidextrous because not only are you trying to show you're a big boy, but what you're wielding is hot.
Yeah. And
hot
so
and messy. So it's like this is a lot. This is a lot on a little guy.
So I've got one thumb in the air just to cool, right? And then I've got my other thumb on the fork, and I'm just it's crazy. I actually feel like I was in an accident or something. I'm relearning to use my limbs because I've never even tried to eat with my right hand before.
Yeah, definitely the same thing.
No, I'm just saying it's like because I'm trying to eat with my right hand for the first time and hold a fork, it's like not even occurring to me how to do it. Like it's genuinely I have to think about how I would do it with my left, try to mirror it with my right hand, stab the pie, lift it up, and not like fling it into my own face.
Right. Yeah.
Because the crust is super hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was just already all broken off, then maybe I'd have a better chance. But the crust is also hard, so I'm not even aware of how much pressure to put on the fork. Like all this is going through my head because I'm like still trying to hide that my thumb is red, by the way. Like
probably quite burned.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah. So I don't have a blister, but my thumb is like, it doesn't look like my thumb, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, no, it was terrible.
Wow, some pot pie trauma.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you had there.
Because then the worst part is that I did all that of like thinking about like calm down,
PTSD,
accept
pot pie
the
stress
pain.
disorder.
Yeah, accept the pain. Know that you can use your right hand to eat. Don't freak out.
Yes.
All right, this is possible.
Turns out a lot of people do it. A lot of people use their right hand for eating.
And so then I remember I finally got like a respectable forkful of pot pie, right? Some peas, some carrots, a little bit of meat. I was doing it all. And then when I went to put it in my mouth, it burned my tongue. And I was like, I think I'm done for the day. Like I
You just walk into your mom, just be like, I should not be trusted with the oven.
I'm not ready for the oven. Also, I may need all the doctors because my thumb feels ruined.
Yes. I don't know if you can see my thumb bubbling. But that is part of why I think I should not be trusted with the oven. Thank you for this experience.
Which I'm sure was really just to give you a break.
Yeah. I'm sure you saw this as a way to do less for me and for me to be more independent. And I'm going to let you know now that no.
Yeah.
Just going to let you know that I'm going to say no.
I'm also going to throw out there that after the thumb thing, I put a Band-Aid on it because in my head, all Band-Aids made things better.
Well, that's just child logic. Yeah, a Band-Aid will fix it.
But because now, at least when my finger was in the air, I like nothing was touching it, whatever. Now with a Band-Aid on, it's constantly being touched. Like
yeah.
Like now, anytime I move my hand, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, if you put a Band-Aid on it, you feel the blister grow.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you feel it actually from beginning to end be created.
This Band-Aid is getting tight.
Yeah. Wow. This was wasn't expecting so much pie drama for this episode, but that's what happens. Hey, real quick before we go, should we open up the mailbag?
Yeah, let's do it.
I got one thing just because I think this will go perfect with the sentiment of a gun is a social reset for because that's kind of I'd say maybe an emo statement or something. So how about we look at the return of Goth Josh? There we go. It's a new one. This is from Mike, and it's post-apocalyptic Slender Man Goth Josh is what we have. So this one here, look at that. You look badass in this. How do you feel about this?
it is very well drawn. This is wild.
It's like something out of Sandman.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like truly wild.
And then they also put this one down here. It says, I'm not sure if Josh digs Afro Samurai, but here he is. So this must be a different take on it. That one in large, but
yeah, wow.
So there you go. A couple different. We'll put those in the video. Probably post them on Instagram. But thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Those are very cool. Those are some gnarly Goth Joshes / Samurai Joshes / post-apocalyptic Slenderman Joshes.
Yeah, that the other one looks like straight out of Samurai Jack. Like I don't know if I'm a good guy or a bad guy, but I'm in it.
Yeah, you're a mysterious figure in the distance watching them or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. And thank you for listening. Well, we had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. Thanks so much for listening to the show. If you're looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where we post clips of the show. You can also find me on @JoshJohnson on Twitter and Josh J Comedy on Facebook if you still use it. And if you're looking for Logan,
You can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag like Mike did there and send us stuff, Josh Johnson Show at gmail.com. You can also get in the mailbag by leaving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. And if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and video stuff and access to past live shows. And speaking of live shows, we have one coming up October 16th. It's a Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We are doing another one. I can tell you right now, I already plan for that one since it's our October live show. The teased several times throughout the show, the creepy ass dolls that Jess has in our house are probably going to make an appearance at this coming live show, much to mine and Josh's chagrin.
Chagrin's one way to put it. We hope you join us for the virtual live, but also that you have a great rest of the day into your weekend. All right. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you.
So then after that, I go to the arcade. And this is actually where it gets like very sad. So there's a Dave and Buster's in this mall. There's another arcade, I think, with another name that's like Brandish, but I don't remember what it is. And then there was just something like, it was like, it honestly, I couldn't tell you because I just kept passing it because I didn't want to go in that one. For some reason, I was just like, I don't think they have good games in there. And then I walk into the arcade that's near the comedy club, and almost everything needs 2 people. Like I even did the basketball one
by myself. Just a sad montage of Josh at 2-player arcade machines.
This is what ends up happening though. I'm like, I'm essentially like trying to do everything that I can that's solo, but I'm also the only one in the arcade, and there's only one guy working the arcade, so he's just watching me go from game to game playing by myself. like I'm I walk in and I'm like, hey man, so how does it work? Like, do I pay you or what? And he's like,
first go make some friends.
yeah. First come back with people. So then I'm like, hey, how's it work? Do I pay you or what? And he's like, you can if you want, but there's a machine over there that just, it's a card that you load and stuff. And starts explaining to me. So it works just like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, I'm playing the basketball one where the rim just keeps like going forward and backwards. And I get in one. Like in the entire round, I get in one basket because like my aim just every time was off because I was trying to guess where the rim would go. And then every time I try to play again, it says waiting for more players and it makes me wait for 30 seconds. Just to remind me that I'm by myself.
Yeah. Surely no one would play this alone.
Yeah.
Let your friends tag in. Yeah.
That's why there's another basketball goal right next to this one. Because it's supposed to be a competitive game. And then I did the punch. They had the punch one where you test the strength of your punch. What? That is the game.
I wasn't laughing at your description. That is seeing just someone do that by themselves with no one around them.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
probably
like-
look slow. Like
Here's a lonely, angry man who wanted to just punch something.
it would be funny if that dude was filming me and he's just like incels day out. It's just me at the arcade. Just punching the knockout machine. I just wanted to say 999 so bad. And even though I'm getting angrier, I can't seem to punch harder.
Ooh, it's going to be hard not to title this one Incel Stay Out.
And so
My friends didn't show up.
I'm like cranking it too. First of all, I play it. Admittedly, I play it too many times. Like I play it like I have a problem. This is my only outlet. Swipe. Oh!
Yeah, like you just came from a court hearing. Gotta go work this out right now.
Yeah, I'm furious that I won custody.
Yeah. Yeah, like, the kids in the car.
Kids in the car. Bump. How do I keep still getting like halfway? I'm so mad. I should be knocking this thing through the roof. So,
Oh man.
I play it way too many times. And then there's air hockey, and I had a moment of silence for how I would have dusted your ass if you had been there. And
Yeah, I mean, when you're by yourself, you can really have fantasies like that because you wouldn't have to face reality.
kid, let me tell you, all right? I would have sunned you, okay? I would have beat you so bad that I would have had to buy you the baseball cap with the fan on top. All right?
You would have played that punch machine way more times to work out the frustration from getting your ass ruined.
No. You yourself, you, sir, Logan, the individual in front of me, you, yes, you.
Me, sure.
Would
Me,
have
the guy who's
been
really good at air hockey.
screaming with how much you would have been losing.
Well, I always scream when I'm victorious. Like, put my
Losing.
hands up.
Losing.
I'm not familiar with that term because it doesn't happen when I'm around you.
That's very cute, but we both know that you would have been destroyed. Anyway.
Okay. I'm just saying you were lucky you were by yourself.
Anyway.
I know you were I know you're sounding sad, but you were very lucky to be alone in this situation. Otherwise, I would have ruined your day. Continue.
You would have ruined nothing. My day would have been made from seeing the tears stream through your beard onto the wispy air of that table, watching your tears float like an air hockey puck. So then I must have been there for like an hour because people finally start showing up, and it just makes it worse. Like, because before I just had to worry about the guy manning the place watching me, being like, "Wow, he's really by himself." And if you think it's sad to be by
He's
yourself,
not happy about it
in an arcade, like the whole of an arcade just to yourself seems like a dream until you realize how many games need another person. So then the only thing,
especially like a mall arcade, because it's not like old cabinets. It's like it's those social games. It's not just like, oh, there's a Galaga. It's not that. It's not like a throwback barcade kind of thing.
Exactly. And so basically the only thing sadder than being at the arcade by yourself is reloading the card to play more games by yourself. When you have to reload the card.
I gotta put more money on this card so I can punch this thing more.
I'm telling you, I had to reload the card 3 times because I kept running out of credits. And it feels crazy initially to be like, oh yeah, let me put $50 on this card. Because in your mind, you're like by yourself. You're like, why would I ever spend that much money? Whatever. But then you spend 10, and then you're like, you run out, but it's only been 10 minutes. So then you get another 10.
How much money did you spend it? Did you put 50 on first and then had to reload after that?
No, I kept putting too little.
Oh, okay. Because the way you said it, I got worried for a second that you spent like $150.
No.
At this arcade by yourself.
No. I spent at first. I got $10 because I also didn't know how much everything would cost. So I'm like, let me not. I might only play a couple games. Let me not put so much on this card that I have stuff left over.
Right.
So then, I did 10 and then I did 20. And then I maybe did another 10 or 20. I can't remember. But either way, once people start to show up, it gets so much worse. Because now people are like straight up on dates. And so now, I'm like trying to play. I'm trying to play games next to people who are like actively on a date. And they're also like teenagers too. So they're not even
if
like,
it's a date, they're kids.
They're not even like other adults, you know? And so it's just me trying to hit clowns with a ball. And then he's doing the ring toss, and she's like, "Yeah, you can do it." And then anytime I even accidentally make eye contact with them, they both look down. Like I'm like actually trying to get away from them as quick as possible, but my game is still going, and I've already swiped the card, so I'm like, oh, jeez. And it's also not a big arcade. This arcade is like 2 rooms. So then there's like
so everyone sees you at all times.
Yeah, everyone sees you the whole time. And so then I got on this motorcycle one where they don't explain the game at all. So I'm on the motorcycle and they have the throttle, but they didn't what's the thing that you grip that's like, so you have both handles, one has a throttle, and then there's a little thing that you clutch. Is it the clutch?
There's like the brake one.
The brake, okay, yeah.
One of the other, there's usually like a little clutch, like switch or whatever, but it's not like the handlebar. I think don't know motorcycles that well. Don't leave a comment. I don't care.
I played the entire thing without using the brakes once, so I kept crashing because I would throttle less, but that's not the same as braking. So then I was just crashing horribly, and I'm swinging because it was one of the ones you can lean with. And so I'm like swinging and crashing into stuff, and I'm getting really frustrated. And then there's just like a group of kids behind me because they're waiting to play it together. It's like it was horrible. It like
you get off and go to the punch game again. Ah!
Honestly, it was like, so then I did play the punch game after that because I was like, at least this one you're supposed to like do alone and like no one can judge you and stuff.
No, that second part's not true. That second part's not true of that game.
And so then I played that one a few too many extra times with witnesses there, and
Jesus, John.
And then it was actually kind of funny because when I started playing this other game, remember when we went to the arcade? This would have been years ago, I guess. But there was that drop game where you drop the balls into the cups and you try to get all 50 balls into the 50 cups as they rotate.
I don't know if I remember that game.
Do you remember this? It's like you hit a button and the ball drops per time you hit the button.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm playing that one. From that one, you can kind of still see the punching bag game. And this kid, I felt better about my experience playing it because even if I seem like a crazy person, this kid fully missed. I don't even know how he missed. But he he reared back to swing, and like in one of those viral videos, he just fully misses.
Nice.
And then hits it with his head, so it barely goes up. Like it he got like a 7.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm not the only one who's awkward here. That's nice. You know?
I mean, he's got the excuse of being a teenager, but
whatever.